Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up. I don't think that needs a lot of explanation. I think parading ourselves around and being puffed up is something we learn very early in life somehow, or it's just in our genetics, it's part of one of the sin genes that we just kick on right away, and it's expressed wonderfully when we see our little ones. At a very young age, they start, I'm going to put on a show for you, and they'll put on some kind of costume or whatever. They'll make up a song, and boy, over Christmas, one of our granddaughters, Lowry, she's quite expressive and imaginative and creative. And for Christmas, she got this, it's basically like a mini karaoke machine dance light ball thing with a microphone, right? So that you get the lights all over the place with it, and you pick the kid song you want to sing. And I'm not sure whether on the screen it has the words or whatever, but boy, we sat through a number of concerts over the holidays. Now, she would not make it onto, The Voice or America's Got Talent yet. I'm not saying that she couldn't. She is pretty amazing. But she just jumps out there and does it, and she loves it. And you can see as she does it, she's enjoying it, and in her mind, she's nailing it, right? The panel out there is going to give her 10s across the board, right? You can just see it in her, and we encourage that at this point. Because those young ones need to have that strength and that ability to step out and do those things. It's wonderful. If I brought in my karaoke machine and did the same and couldn't sing on tune or at the right beat, you wouldn't give me accolades unless you were giving me accolades long enough for the men in the white coats to arrive. Take me, yeah. But we can sometimes, in our expressions of agape, start puffing up. Start parading ourselves in our agape. Jesus, in giving us instructions on a practical level on how we should pray or give, says we should do it secretly. Our prayers should not be the grand, glorious prayers of someone on the street corner impressing the crowd, but should be the hiding in the closet, in the secret place between us and our God. Now, that doesn't mean we shouldn't pray as a group or out loud or in front of someone, or that, when John led us in prayer before communion, that somehow that was wrong. No, it's about doing something for someone else's benefit. There's one dear saint of the Lord who I have been in certain circles with at certain times, where it's prayer amongst a group, and each one prays. And this particular person has expressed to me on a number of times that they just feel like they don't know how to pray, and everyone else's prayers are so much more wonderful and powerful and expressive. But I can tell you, in any group I'm in where that person prays, my heart is struck. And there is nothing in what they say that leads me to think, what an ineffective prayer. Oh boy, if they would just use the English language better or whatever. There's nothing like that there. I just hear the voice of one crying out to the Lord in His very presence or praising Him. See, it isn't about how we hear it with our sinful heart. It's about the heart that goes forward to God. Our prayers are meant to be heard by God. Too often, we construct our prayers to be heard by man, especially if we're praying with other people.